All right, good afternoon, everybody. Preston Vogl here at Target Trading Academy with today's micros market recap. Let's get right into it. It is Tuesday, February 13th at the close of New York. If you just blow up oil here, we can see that we opened gap up ever so slightly above that close and that range, and we initially had that move up away from that support, and then they stalled at this HVA edge, came back down, got to the close, then fought and had a ping pong between those two levels once again, before finally breaking out, making new contract high, and settling up higher there. But we had several opportunities at that contract high as well. So handful they developed later, but we are finishing net positive on the day. Now gold is in white space. That means that we're either gap up or gap down above that contract high or below it. In this case, we are below it, but we're not gap down. Gap down usually refers to when we open relative to that market. So where we opened, we were actually at that range high ever so slightly, gap up, imbalance. Then we had news come out at 8:30 that brought us right to our close and then some, and we just kept melting down. Lots of trending opportunity in gold today. So needless to say, we are finishing net down in that market. Now our equities, those were chopped liver all over the place. They opened gap down from that same news announcements that we just saw in the gold. They brought it down significantly. We never got back to that close or even that range low for that matter. But there was an attempt, but for the most part, it was very choppy, consolidated moves, just a fight all day long. But plenty of opportunities. There's an inverse short there for one of those opportunities to go short. And then a couple support levels developed as well. And then you can see that one as well before they had the retracement. And then that pretty much brings us where we are today. So not a huge extension. Though, I mean, it was relatively, it was a large extension, but in terms of what we saw in that first period, that first couple periods before lunch, it was very consolidated. We got most of that extension at the end of the day in the afternoon. But as far as what we're looking for, we had a few things develop. It wasn't the best of days to be trading. In terms of the Nasdaq, similar story, opening gap down, and then if we just scroll back here, gap down, and then we have this very consolidated moves that we see. Now we did make a little bit more headway in the Nasdaq, I would say, towards getting to that close, but ultimately we never did. So we had responses just around that HVA edge. That again, these are called out the night before. Can't tell I'm still sick. Coming in and out of the house. And then we had finally an explosion. They had buyers finally committing into a direction, and then we just got stuck between an HVAs. And granted, there was one or two opportunities there, and then they just started melting back down, giving another handful of opportunities to look for during lunch. And then they had that round trip, that most recent round trip in the afternoon. And then we got down to here before they retraced as people were exiting the market. So very, very choppy, very slow today. No clue why. Probably mostly that participation was wiped out on the day before. No real little players, I would say, in the day, but for the most part, just the big boys took their money early morning and it was done. But with that said, we are finishing down in the equities, down in gold, and positive in oil. If you'd like to learn more information about these levels, how you can get them onto your charts the night before, and how you can learn the methodology live in the room, feel free to reach out to us. We are Target Trading Academy. You can find us on Facebook as well, or go to our website at targettrading.co. And then if you're interested, visit us at either location. We'll gladly show you what we do in our rooms each and every day. Look forward to seeing you there.